Hello, we are the Don't Panic charity campaign and we want to see your pitch based on a random acts of kindness.
Okay, today I'm going to be talking about my idea for my charity act of but for a random act of kindness. I'm going to be creating a 30-second viral advert that promotes random acts of kindness for the Don't Panic campaign. The key message to spread across is for people to pass it on once the random act of kindness has been done, and for to have overall positivity. My target audience for this would be 16 to 25-year-olds, most likely college to university students, and some of those who may be living away from home. The outline of my idea starts off with a group of youths who are congregating outside a local supermarket. They first initially come across to be intimidating to those who are doing their shopping. They then wait for any shopper to come outside of the supermarket, and then it goes towards the part where they then approach one of the civilians, and it looks as if they're about to mug them. However, they grab their bags and then they then request to where their vehicle may be parked so they can assist them to put their shopping away. The response that the intended response from the audience is for them to be inspired and feel as if they can also pass on once this random act of kindness has been done on different social media networks such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They can like, post, and share it, and be interactive with commenting or commenting sections as well. Yeah, the platforms that will also be distributed on our YouTube channels and college and university pages, as these are most of the platforms that our target audience use, so it will be easily accessible for them. The feedback that I received from the focus group was constructed, and they rightfully believe that the content of my idea was suitable enough for the brief, and that it would meet all the requirements and the rules and regulations of the ASA, which are the Advertising Standards Authority. As this is meant to be about random acts of kindness, we didn't think too much about the values of the advert, and just the thought itself, and how we can make something give something simplicity but also make it unique at the same time. Therefore, the props that will be used and the locations will be quite accessible to get to a local supermarket, and also the props such as shopping bags with groceries in them, a few groceries in them, and hoodies will be easily accessible, and it was rounded up to come to accumulate to an amount of £15. Hold on, any question?
Yeah, how is this going to be shared? How is that the audience going to share it?
How the audience can share it?
Yeah.
Okay, as I was
Pass
saying,
it on,
how the audience going to pass it on? Oh, well, when, if it's done, because it's a random act of kindness, if they feel as if they're inspired from it, then it will motivate them to also want to do something positive for other people. In that sort of sense.
Or like you said, like is that bad, like people, like teenagers who look like rude bunnies and they're standing at the side of a road and helping the lady carry his bag. So like, don't you feel like people can be intimidated by like them and I don't
Yeah, initially it may come across to be intimidating, but the main key is for those people to help them as the random act of kindness. So it's almost a catch in a sense of way.
Your idea is really good because it's based on a random act of kindness. But why did you decide to pick this specific audience, and why did you decide to dress them that kind of way, like hoodies and stuff?
Because I feel as if there are a lot of stereotypes towards that specific audience of that. Usually when young youths congregate in big groups and those are their terms of clothing and costume, those are their favourite types of clothes. They usually come across to look as if to be very intimidating, when really they're human just like anyone else, either going along their way to do their social activities or what have you. And so this is something that I really wanted to point out, and that even people those demographics can do something nice for other people and inspire them.
Why do you think people, the audience that's going to see this, is going to be able to pass it on?
Yeah, as I was saying before, I feel as if they'll, once they see this, they'll be inspired, and it will motivate and urge them into wanting to do something exactly like it. It doesn't have to be the same thing. It can be the simplest of things, just something that will be like a random act of kindness and make them want to pass it on to other people in order to have positivity around their communities or the world in general, to just make it a better place.
I think you should probably do something else, get your characters to do something else to demonstrate, to pass it on, because that's the key message. What is your intended response from the audience?
My intended response from the audience is, for them to be shocked at first the group of youths will come across to be intimidated, but then when they later on see that their actual thoughts were that they wanted to help people, that they would engage from it and they would be interested, and so is what will make them feel as if, okay, I have to interact, I have to like it, I have to share it amongst social networks to my friends and family and comment on it and leave my thoughts on it as well, things like that.
Okay. You mentioned one of your persuasive techniques is humour. What is so funny about it?
Oh, well, so within the content that some people may find humorous at the fact that initially the thoughts of the people that they thought they were about to be robbed of their possessions, when really the people were pushing them and were out to help them in assisting them to put their shopping into their vehicles.
Okay.
How would the supermarket feel when you turn up with a bunch of teenagers in hoodies acting suspiciously?
Those are things that will need to be put in place from before, either contacting the supermarket in some form of way to ask them if it would be okay, and or letting them know, being aware that there will be some sort of productions going on outside, and so that we don't have any altercations during our time.
Okay. I think, because I was just going to run on, but I think, you've answered quite a number of questions there. Okay, thanks for coming in. Well done.